हेलो दोस्तों, बिगनर्स पॉइंट में आपका स्वागत है और अभी हम कर रहे हैं चैप्टर 11 ग्रास रूट्स डेमोक्रेसी पार्ट 2 लोकल गवर्नमेंट इन रूरल एरियाज। द रियल इंडिया लिव्स इन इट्स विलेज, M.K. Gandhi said this. Let us now see how the government functions at the local level. In this chapter, our focus will be on local government in rural areas. We will move to urban areas in the next chapter. India is a country enormous size and diversity. We have about 6 lakh villages, 8,000 towns, and over 4,000 cities. Our population has crossed 1.4 billion, almost two-thirds of which live in rural areas. How do we govern ourselves in complex society? Let us take a trip to Lakshmanpur, a small village in the foothills of the Himalayas. It has 200 houses and a population about 700, most of whom are farmers. People cultivate their lands and rear cows or goats. Some have relatives serving in the armed forces. A few younger villagers have migrated to the city in search of jobs. What are the needs of this village? Maybe water for the fields, repairing the main road if it got damaged by heavy rains, or maintaining the village's primary school. How will the villagers take decisions about such matters that affect their daily lives, and where will they get the resources to meet those needs? What will happen if there is a dispute about land or if some of the crop is stolen? Many such questions can arise in a village. Can people run to the state or the national capital for every such issue? Panchayati Raj system. Like every village in India, the Lakshmanpur people have a system of local government called Panchayat, which refers to a village council. Panchayats bring governance closer to the people, making it possible for them to actively participate in decision-making process. That is why the Panchayat system, also known as Panchayati Raj, is a form of self-government. Panchayats play a vital role in addressing local issues, promoting development, and ensuring that the benefits of government schemes reach the grassroots level. District level, district panchayat and Jila Parishad. Block level, block panchayat, Panchayat Samiti, Mandal Parishad. Village level, village parishad, Gram Panchayat. As is clear from the diagram, the Panchayati Raj system works at three levels: from bottom up, the village, the block, and the district. This is called a three-tier system together. These institutions' responsibilities cover almost all aspects of life in the district, from agriculture, housing, maintenance of roads, management of water resources, education, health care, and social to cultural activities. At the base of figure 11.1 on page 164, the Gram Panchayat, which is closest to the people in rural areas. Its members are elected directly by Gram Sabha, which is a group of adults from a village or group of neighboring villages who are enrolled as voters. In the Gram Sabha, women and men discuss all matters related to their area and take decision. Each Gram Panchayat elects a head or president called the Sarpanch or Pradhan. In recent years, more and more women have become Sarpanch. Experimentary Sarpanch: Dhyaneshwar Kamble is the transgender person who was elected Sarpanch of Tarangfal village in the Solarpur district of Maharashtra in 2017. Kamble's motto is Lok Seva Gram Seva, and that is to the village is service to the public. Kamble nominated six other candidates to become the Sarpanch. Vandana Bahadur Maida, a member of the Bhil community from the village of Khan Devi in Madhya Pradesh, defeat patricial norms to become the first female sarpanch of her village. She convinced women in the village to attend the Sabha meetings and address critical issues like education and sanitization, earning recognition far and wide. Vanna's journey shows how women can play a leading role in transforming rural India. Hivar Hiware Bazar, a village in Ahmednagar district of Maharashtra, used to affected by frequent droughts and poor agricultural aids, affect Popetrao Bauji Pawar became its sarpanch. He started applying Anna Hazare's model of rainwater harvesting, watershed conservation, and massive planting of lakhs of trees, all of which contributed to the recharge of groundwater. With the collaboration of the villagers, Hiware Bajar became a green and prosperous village in few years. Shri Pratap Patrao Pawar was awarded the Padma Shri in 2020. The Gram Panchayat is agitated by a Panchayat secretary who performs administrative functions such as calling meetings and maintaining records. Most Gram Panchayats are also assisted by an officer called Patwari in many parts of India who maintains the villagers' land records. In some cases, the Patwari keeps maps that are generations old. Child-friendly Panchayat initiative. Panchayats are supposed to listen to everyone's voice, including the voice of children. The Child Friendly Panchayat initiative creates opportunities for children to express their ideas and opinions on matters that concern their well being. Steps are being taken in several states to encourage the participation of children in Bala Sahab and Bal Panchayats on regular basis, while village elders try to find solutions to their concern. In Maharashtra, for example, a few Bal Panchayats have worked to eliminate child labor and child marriage. They have brought many children back to school. The Bal Panchayat members get together to convince parents and other adults to send their wards back to school and not to arrange marriages for girls who should be studying. Several Gram Panchayats have won awards for taking child-friendly initiatives. Here an example from Sikkim. Sangku Radhu Kanadu Gram Panchayat in West Sikkim has given a lot of importance of children's needs and rights. The panchayat has built compound walls for schools to make them safer for children to ensure that students get hygienically cooked midday meals. The Gram Panchayat has constructed kitchens in the schools. It is for these efforts that Sangku Radhu Kandu has been declared a child friendly Gram Panchayat. Let us also look at another example from Rajasthan, the Children's Parliament, an offshoot of Bunker's Roy's Barefoot College initiative and few decades ago empowered underprivileged children in Rajasthan's rural areas through education and democratic participation. Children aged 8 to 14 engaged in governance process, learning about democracy and social responsibility through night schools and parliament-like elections. The parliament followed formal procedures, including voter ID cards and campaigning, elected representatives from the cabinet, overseeing school management and advocating for community needs. The initiative fostered leadership skills and social awareness, enabling children to challenge societal norms and advocate for change. Children actively address issues such as access to education, sanitization, and social equality, contributing to community development. The Children's Parliament initiative received many accolades, including the World's Children's Honorary Award in 2001. Panchayat Samiti and Jila Parishad. Similar institutions exist at the block level and the district level, which are above the village level. Their names are listed in pyramidal diagram we saw in figure 11.1 on page 164. The Panchayat Samiti at the block level is the link between the Gram Panchayat and the Jila Parishad at the district level. The members of these institutions are elected by the local people, but they may have other members like Sarpanch of the village in the area and local members of the state legislative assembly. The composition of the Panchayat Samitis differ from state to state, but their role in strengthening the participation of local people remains the same. They are coordinate matters across Gram Panchayats, for instance, by collecting development plans from all Gram Panchayats and putting them together to present them at the districts or state levels respectively. This facilitates the allotment of funds for such development projects and for government schemes such as the Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, which promotes the construction of all-weather roads in rural areas. At all the three levels, special rules have been made so that disadvantaged sections of the pollution of the population can make their needs and problems heard. These institutions also have a provision for reserving one third of the seats for women. Let us remember that the structure and functions of the Panchayati Raj institutions differ a little across states. This is because the states have authority over those institutions, but their objectives are the same. It is to enable villagers to take an active part in the management and development of their villages and the local area. The Arthashastra is an ancient text of governance written by Kautilya, later also known as Chanakya, some 2300 years ago. Among other things, it describes how a state should be structured and run, how the economy can be made prosperous, what the duties of the ruler are, and how to conduct war. Kautilya, an expert in statecraft, also explains how whole administrative structure should be put in place from the village to the regional capital. The king shall establish a Sangrahana, a sub-district head quarters for every 10 villages, a Karbitka district headquarters for every 100 villages, a Dronamukha for every 400 villages, and Satniya prov- provincial headquarters for every 800 villages. In today's language, what are the terms we would give these four categories? It is not amazing that a similar structure was thought of so long. Before we move on. The local government is rural areas is organized into a three-tier system. Democracy in the Panchayat Raj system works both direct participation and through their elected representatives. The Panchayati Raj institutions give people in rural areas a measure of self-governance so they may manage their issues and collaborate in development plans. और इसी के साथ ये